Good morning and thank you for clicking on my face again. I'm fresh. Look at my face. We've been to the barber this morning. It's a bit later than usual, but I mean, yeah, let's not try and think of that too much. It is almost 1 p.m, which for me is a bit late to start training. But I have no choice at this point, because what am I gonna do? Travel back in time? Exactly. Oh, that has been there for a while. Okay, so today is hamstring and back day. How I prepare for that, I just ate my MATHIEU's morning mass meal. Now I'm eating chicken and rice with a little bit of ultra sauce, and I'm addicted to the ketchup curry variant. Whoops. Okay, so that is the food part. Now the pre-workout part. Crank. This is Crank Ultimate, and I gotta be honest, that's an expensive pre-workout. It's good, but it's, I mean, if I gotta be honest, I don't think I would have paid for this if I had to. Of course, I get my supplements for free, which is an absolute blessing, but I just gotta be honest, I wouldn't pay for this. There is, however, this is the expensive variant that we sell, but we also just have the Crank, which I don't feel much of a difference. It's basically the same thing, but it's much cheaper. So use that little insider tip as to your advantage. I don't know if I'm like, no, I gotta be honest, I'm not gonna try to sell you stuff that I wouldn't use myself. Then to top it off, Crank Pump Pro 2.0. This is a very good pre-workout, but it doesn't have any caffeine. So what this allows me to do is stay relatively low in my stimulant dosage, to then still have enough of the other dosages, because I just don't like to be that high in stimulants anymore, since I already drink a lot of caffeine in the morning right now, and if I do that too much I get very high dips. So that's that. Also, I push myself too much, which in a bulk season is actually very good, but in a cutting season, if I have too much stimulants, I kind of overdo it, and I go over my recovery capability just because I'm so hyped for the set, because that's what caffeine can do. So that's why I'm a little bit lower in stimulants now. Yeah, we're gonna train in the gym with a loud music today, so I hope that you guys can hear me. Audio isn't going to be the best quality, I'm very sorry for that, but I'm not going to let the video dictate where I'm going to train. The training is always a priority, and of course I love to make these videos, but it's not a priority, because without me training good you wouldn't have videos anyway. So that's the idea behind that. I saw some questions which I thought would be fun to answer in the video again. Do you plan on keeping the daily videos after your show? Yes, I will. I really like making these videos, so I think it's a good idea if we just continue doing that. I know that my views are probably going to go down because I'm not as lean, which usually means that my views go down, but that's fine. I like making them. So how's the brain fog been? Terrible. I can't think at all. I'm so dumb. I'm so incredibly dumb. MATHIEU, go collab with Costas. Well, I'd love to, but I don't have the energy to do that right now. I can't train with anyone. I can just hardly train with myself, so having to then also socialize, I'm sorry. I'd love to train with that guy. I really love to, because he just turned pro. No? Yeah, no. I don't know. He won his show though, so that's very good. Amazing guy. I know his coach very well. That's Ala Atris. Great guy as well, and he told me that Costas is also a very nice guy, so I'd love to train with him, but just not in this period, sadly. Will this be your first season ever? Yes, and the first try to get the pro card. Well, yeah, it's my first season, so also my first try at the pro card. This will be my last year as a junior, so that's why we have to try and get everything this year, which it's not an easy task, but I'm in the middle of it right now, and I'm doing my best. So I just, again, I've talked about this before, but a little bit of mentality is that I gotta be honest and say that of course I know I'm I'm kind of like lucky with my genetics. We can't go around that. I build muscle easily, um, so there's a real chance that I place very good. However, when it comes to competitions, there are so many variables that can go wrong, and if I just take those genetics for granted, I'm not gonna make it, because all of those guys up there have good genetics. The guys I'm competing with, those have the good genetics. So I'm not an outlier anymore. At that point, it comes down to who put in the most effort. And even then, okay, there's some even more genetic outliers, and I might be one of them, but I don't want to risk just taking this for granted and kind of thinking, well, I have the genetic for it anyway, so I can just, no, you can't, okay? There's still work to be. Imagine how good I was if I put in 100% on top of the good genetics. So that's my idea behind that, and I try to go into the show with the same idea that, okay, I know I have good genetics, but that doesn't mean that I'll win this stuff. But I'm yapping, and I think it's best if we just head out to the gym. Okay, I hope you can hear me, because we're in the gym with the loud music again. So, yeah, hamstrings today with some back. The coach did just lower the calories significantly, which, we're gonna dig deep. But that's a good thing, because that means that if I can manage to do that, my conditioning will be pristine. It will be hard though. It's not gonna be easy. But again, like I always say, I'm not doing this because I think it's easy or something. First set, just purely potentiation again, like always. 6 reps, 60% of the weight. Just to feel what muscle I'm about to destroy. Where is the lying leg curl? What happened? They changed up a lot, but I can't handle that. Okay, full stack this time. Fully working set, doing it slow, doing it controlled, because this machine cannot handle a GymPin. If you can handle a GymPin though, code MATHIEU at gympin.com. Please support me to make my prep a little easier. Let's just put it on that. One of the things that if I now look back on when I started training, the amount of misinformation I was holding on to is nuts. And if I now even see pictures of myself and knowing how I trained back then, I just get tired from the idea. I used to train legs like 5 hours a day. I'm not joking. No, I am joking. It was 5 hours once, because we knew that everything was going to close because of COVID. So I just trained everything because I love training so much. But I like a 3.5 hour leg day. That was my leg day. I'm not joking. It was crazy. I don't understand how I did it either. I must have not put myself, like, the intensity cannot be that high and be held on for 5 hours, 3.5 hours. And just thinking of it, so just, so you guys know, if you're watching this and you just started training, know that you're blessed, that you know, like, there's a lot more knowledge out there than there was when I started. Okay, so the gym just removed an entire machine, and now I am pissed. I am pretty pissed. I can't improvise right now. I can't deal with extra stuff that is going on, because now I have to improvise and I have to think, and thinking whilst you're very hungry doesn't like, that doesn't work that good. What can I do about it? Nothing. What can I do? Train. So that's what I'm doing. Kinda can't stress how scared I actually am of the fact that my calories got lowered so significantly. Because not only did it drop by 500 a day, like we went from 3,200 to 2,700, but also we used to do high day, high day, high day, low day, high day, high day, low day, and now it's the opposite. So it's low day, low day, low day, high day, low day, low day, low day, high day, which means I'm gonna maybe kill someone. Okay, posing. Let's just do some quick posing because I want to go home. Good.